Lots of tips. Realize that it's never going to be given to you. Um, that for if that it for those in Deutschland and Germany will know the Leidenschaft. It all comes from passion. It all comes from passion. It comes from within. And if it doesn't come from within, you're going to have a hard time. It comes from within. And to expect that somebody's going to give it to you, it's not going to happen. To expect that you're going to go into a school and you're going to walk out and you're going to become the world's darling, not going to happen. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and then there's a lot of luck. And so one of the things that I find that's the most important is self-motivation. It's to motivate yourself to do what you want to do and to love what you want to do. It's your life. Hopefully you would love what you want to do. And so that's a real big key. Let's see. Being at the right place at the right time means that being at the wrong place at the wrong time 1,000 times, or at the wrong place at the right time 1,000 times. It just you never know. And so the idea of being lucky is often just hard work, keeping at it, keeping at it, keeping at it, keeping at it. As a dear friend, her favorite phrase was "showing up is huge." And what is showing up is huge means to be there. If there's a convention, you go to that. If you want to be an engineer, go to a convention, go to an SAE convention, go to an AES, fly to New York, fly to LA, fly to wherever, and go to a convention, go to a song convention, go where people are who do what you do, and get to know people. Again, it's also another friend of mine called networking sniffing butt, which basically like dogs sniff butt, it's like check it out, hey, what's going on, and that's it's and getting to know people as well. Who has who do you, and your world can be small, but it's like, if you're a student, it's like, what's your world? Well, I know John who has a guitar, and I know Kate who plays the drums, and I know who does that, and where can I get this? Oh yeah, they had that microphone, and that's the beginning of networking, and then all of a sudden your networking becomes like that. And for me, I guess I can say living part-time in Europe, I never expected for my world family, my family, to be a world family, and it's become a world family. I have friends all over the place who are very, very close, and in 2 weeks I'm going to have a meeting in LA where it's like everybody's just like bam, and it's like, yeah, we all get together and have a great time, and so the idea of motivating yourself to do what to they're not going to do it for you, you're going to have to do it. The idea also of self-starting, to and it still comes around to that idea of starting something. If somebody else doesn't do it, or if you have an idea and nobody does it, try it yourself. Or if you want to, if you want to do something, don't rely upon somebody else, do it yourself. And then showing up, being there, and showing up is huge. Also can mean, I have such and such a company or stuff needs somebody to man the desk, or needs somebody to, can I have the help for a little bit? Sure, I will do that. I have the time, I have the ability, and I will do that, and maybe I can meet somebody. And then all of a sudden you're at that table and somebody walks in and they're like, hey, and then all of a sudden you form this friendship or whatever. You never know what's going to happen. So be open to what happens. So showing up is huge, and giving of your time, I think. And also organizations, reading is important. It's a lot. But just it comes from just like the wanting to learn, to be with, to get to know, to do.